Time for some more rapid training. 30-minute game, 50-90 opponent from Canada. Let's play with e4. c5, well, we have to go into the Smith Morra. Probably the opening that I know the best. Opponent accepts. d6, knight f3. Knight c6, bishop c4, and this would be a mistake, knight f6. Should probably play like a6, I think is the move. Okay, this is somewhat of a mistake, because now I can play e5. Pawn takes, queen takes is good, so this is kind of prep. I've had this position a lot. Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, we win the queen, so e5 is the move. See how far he lets me take this. Now in this position, it's still like not even +1 for white, I think. Okay, so he takes like this, and I believe the knight b5 is the move, threatening the fork. And then rook b8. Pretty sure this is the move. And if king here, then it's mate in 2, I believe. And if knight e6, then bishop e6, knight here, knight e6, then bishop e6, check, goes here. Okay, he resigned quickly, but I just want to double check. I was going to win an exchange for sure. In review. This is all prep. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it's bishop e6, and then we'll just simple as that. In d8. Question is, do we take the rook now? Yeah, we do. Okay. So it's definitely not just an exchange. Right now we're up a full rook for some pawns. So he's gonna, yeah, this should be winning. What's the continuation? What should black do? Play king c8, try to track down this knight. Maybe probably knight e5 is best now, or knight g5. Oh, just to attack this bishop, huh? Bishop e3. That's probably what I would do though. Just start developing castle. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was quick. Maybe do another game because that was so quick. Okay. Let me get white again. go for a scotch. Okay, this is an interesting line. I've had this before, and I didn't do too well in it. But I believe my prep is to take with the knight here. If he takes back, I take back like this. To also take that. Queen takes, knight takes. I believe this is the line that is in my book. Okay, it takes like this. Obviously we're okay, so before I take back, do we have any checks? We don't have this check, we don't have this check, so let's do this. Question is if he's gonna trade queens. Or should I trade queens? Is if he takes with a pawn, I trade queens, I bring the knight out with tempo, attacking this pawn. Okay, he lets me hold on to the pawn. This is good. So maybe I should just take with my queen, be up a pawn, and have two pawns in the center. How does that look? So, thinking queen takes. That's my initial thought. Because, wait, I'm already up a pawn, so I'll be up two pawns. I could also take with a pawn. But I think queen takes is more forcing because also attacks the bishop. So let's see, queen takes, pawn takes. Doesn't have a check. His knight has a hard time developing. Should be a really good position for me, I think. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay, we go into an endgame where I'm up two pawns. Does have one piece developed. Now he has two pieces developed. He's attacking this. I think I should try to develop because I could throw in this check. If he blocks like this, I take like that. And if he takes back here, I take back with a fork on these two pieces. So I think that's what I will do. Check. Check if the king moves. Always drop back. And takes. It ruins my pawn structure, but these pawns are looking pretty good in the center actually. Let's see, what else does he have? Doesn't have castles. Check if he takes. Yeah, I think I'm doing this. Well, hold on. Check goes like this. Check takes. He can't give me a check. He can give me this check, but yeah, I think I'm doing this. Okay, good. So trade. And then I can castle. Develop my pieces. Could also drop back, but I don't see a reason not to trade. Okay, so we could castle, but I like developing a knight first. His knight is having trouble developing. Although this knight was going to come here, pressure that, but then we could just support it like that. So in that case, maybe we don't develop the knight here. Could develop like this, and the knight comes here. Then we attack the bishop. And then we support the pawn. Castle, knight here. Let's get a rook behind it. Yeah, I think I'm developing the minor pieces first. Plus it defends this pawn. Okay, he does that. He attacks my pawn. Now if I play this, he's going to take and pin my knight. Probably defend. We're defending by developing a piece instead of pushing a pawn up. But also offer a trade. That doesn't do anything for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go here. This blocks. The pawns were good. I could also give a check. Takes. He wins the pawn. I think here you can't really deflect me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna defend like this. Now he could play this, but then I check. He tried to pin my knight, but I will just castle out of it. And my goal is to trade as many pieces as possible. Okay, he does that, and my response is going to be check. He can't step up there. If he goes here, we win another pawn potentially. So I think that's what I would do. Okay, he moves back here, defending this pawn. Now I could play this to tempo the bishop. This pawn is no longer under attack. There is this pin in place. On here, the bishop could take. I also get a good pawn here. If the bishop can give me a check, then I block it like this. Bishop comes back. And then we can long castle. I like that bishop here. So knight e4. Let's say bishop b6. f5. f5. Maybe we play even knight g5. Lots of options. Yeah, I like this move. Now it's centralized, and we're ready to defend this pawn like that. And we're ready to castle. Maybe I castle kingside actually, just to make sure that this is defended. Could also play bishop g6. Goes all the way back. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now there's no longer a threat here. It's probably going to push something like that. So maybe I back this up first. And if he pushes my knight back, then I drop my knight back here. Or I could do this and threaten crapping his rook. So I don't think I need to move my knight. I think I have time to castle this way, put the rook behind this pawn, and then maybe start pushing it. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm guessing f5 is going to come in next. Yep. f5, knight g5 to threaten this big fork. What will he have to do? He might have to do something like this, or move this over here. So let's say knight g5, knight a6, knight here, knight f7, knight takes f7, pawn takes f7, attacking the rook. Rook comes here. Yeah, that pawn might get lost, so I don't know if I want to move it just yet. But knight g5 I think is good anyway, because even if he moves his knight here, then that knight is pretty dominated. Got nowhere to go. I might even throw in h6. What about my knight? What about my knight? Where can it go? Well, I guess it can reroute through f3 and then come here. Okay. I think that's what we'll do. Anything else you can do? Threaten this pawn, but then I go here. Yeah, I like this. I'm guessing this knight can come here, pressure this. Yeah, this is coming next. I think I'm going to throw in h3, because then he's going to throw in an h6. Okay, so he just does that. Okay, and then I'm just going to attack his rook. Okay, and then my knight is in a really nice spot. His knight can come out here, though. But I think if he does, then what I do is I bring my other rook in. The knight comes out to f6, then I push, threatening to trap this bishop. So I think he'll have to give and get a queen, more importantly. So I think he'll have to go give my rook for his. So I think I'm just going to bring in my rook. What can he do? He can play this move. That is a move. True. And can I still push? Takes my bishop. I take his bishop with making it queen. He takes the rook. He takes the bishop. So I lose pawn in that situation. But what if we play rook e1 and then g5 bishop here? Could also, let's say, rook e1, bishop here. I think rook e1 I have to play it just to make my pieces better. If he does this, then maybe I sack my pawn and then push. No, but then his bishop is not longer going to be trapped. I could also sack, actually do this, takes, check. Bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah, I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm going to play rook e1. And I think this is coming next. In which case I have another tempo move here. Yep, I'm predicting all his moves, but that could be just because I'm also about a 1500 or 1600 level player. So options are here. That looks like a juicy square, although kind of prevents further moves here. If he brings his bishop out, I take it, he takes with the rook. I mean, that looks good. I'm up 2 pawns. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I don't see any problems with that. Plus, it's a beautiful diagonal. I might play this and then back the bishop up. And this pawn is not vulnerable. This is not vulnerable. Although, wait a second. Takes, takes, takes. No, it's not undefended, so it's all good. Yeah, I think this is the move. And then something like that later on. Really pleasant position. We have a passed pawn. We have a rook behind that passed pawn. Now I just need to find some other good moves. In absence of anything else, I'll play c4. Drop the bishop back. Also might be a plan of lifting the rook to attack this. Is that an idea? Plenty of time. Okay, his bishop develops like that. His bishop develops like that. Or redevelops, I should say. Defends the pawn. Takes, I'm not scared of that. It is blockading my pawn. What if we push? Takes. What if we push, actually? Oh, because he has to take, because otherwise that's actually interesting. So this wasn't possible before because it's not a fork, but now it's a fork on these two pieces. And if I go here, let's say he skips a turn, then I fork his king and queen, and or just shove my pawn in here. And if I do this, if I do d6, c takes d, bishop takes d, bishop takes d, knight takes d, with a fork of these two pieces. So I think this is the move. And if he backs up, I go here. If he takes, then I take, offering a trade. Or I can even check first. And he has to take, and I take. Yeah, I think d6 is the move. Yep. Can't take back because then I fork. Should be a little bit careful because does that, okay. Develops his knight, the knight can go here, here, here. Okay, if I take, yes, he takes back like this. Am I losing a little bit of my advantage here? No, I'm still up 2 pawns. Takes, check. Oh yeah, then I can win this pawn. Alright, yeah, why? Let's do it. So takes, check. Moves here, takes, and then we could always drop here to redefend this pawn with an extra piece. Yeah, this is good. One another pawn. Can also win this pawn. But I like this pawn because it comes with tempo. And my goal is not to win more pawns necessarily, but I'd like to keep at least 1 extra pawn, maybe 2, ideally 2, and just force piece trades. I might stack a pawn to trade some more pieces, because then just the game becomes a lot more simple. And then this move looks really bad. So yeah, I take here. Can't take me. Can't really move anywhere. He has to kind of go back. It's kind of interesting. And then maybe I trade some more pieces, and I'm up 3 pawns now. Maybe then I go check, takes, so give up a pawn, but I'll win this pawn and get some more trades going. Yep. Oh, but I can't do that because this knight's here. Okay. Okay. Now where can this knight go? It can go here or here or here. You can't put another rook behind here because the knight controls it very nicely. Might even play something like this. But yeah, I'm thinking f3 just to limit, and then maybe later I can play at g4 just to limit this knight here. Not seeing any tactics. If the knight leaves, then I'll try to trade, I think. Although trading could be bad. Takes, takes, takes. I lose this rook. Okay, so gotta be careful about that. So this knight basically has nowhere to go. Maybe this is a square, but I'm planning to take that away from him next. So you kind of saw that. Yeah, but now this knight still has nowhere to go. Can't go here, can go here. It's probably going to try to do this. Try to get this going, so maybe I do this first. Is there anything more active I can do? I can do this. Red to win another pawn. If I go here, takes, takes. I could push. It's backed up twice. What happens if I push? Takes, takes, takes. Could also do this. Lift this rook up here. I like that actually because then it gives me power to check. And then his king can maybe come here, but then we push with really good effect. So I think I move it here. His knight is still corralled. So rook here, if he pushes his pawn, not a big deal for me because if takes takes, I still control his knight. Rook c3, king d8 for example, then we push. King steps up. Here, check. Yeah, I mean, I think this is good. I don't know. Also have an option to back it up like this. Now this is undefended. I have to be careful now. Maybe I even bring my king in to defend this rook. Okay. So check, king d8. Check. He steps up here. Check, then king has to go like here, but I don't have that anymore. I don't have this. I think it's worth throwing this in just to see where he goes. We do allow this move later though. But the rook can shift back and pin, I think. My guess is he's going to go to d8. Then we give him another check, actually. That's mate. Right? Because if he goes to d8, d1, this is controlled, this is controlled. He'll have to put something like his knight in the way, and then we take it. So he has to go away from there. I'll also play this next. Yep. This is good. To get my knight possibly here again. If I go here, knight there. going to target this pawn, but it's defended by this rook. Okay, so maybe I play rook back to d3 to prevent this knight coming in. And then if he plays king here again, I can check him again. Let's try that. Okay, so he comes back around. Okay. Check. No. Do another check. Just gonna step back because he wants to draw. Now I'll go here. Now I'm just a little bit worried about this knight jump with tempo on my rook. So I'm thinking knight here. Knight jumps tempo on my rook, and then I take his rook, so that's good. Alright, knight jump here. If his rook steps up, then I have this. So knight here, rook steps up. And here, rook here. Takes, takes, takes. So that's a good trade for me. Okay, I think I'm good here. I also can play this to attack this pawn and cut off, more importantly, this rook so that I can advance this pawn. If the rook comes here, then we have another move with tempo. Okay, so what does this give me anything? King here, drops out, drops back. I mean, it looks good. King has to go here. Attacks this pawn. I mean, it looks good. Yeah. So I was thinking this move, attack this pawn. It's defended. Again, you gotta watch out for these knight jumps. I do have to speed up a little bit. I got this. Doesn't have this, doesn't have this, doesn't have this, doesn't have this, doesn't have this. So I think that's a good move. Forces basically his rook to... Does this trap the rook? I think it does, actually. Moves here. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing back here. It's going to move back, and then we trade. I like it. Takes, takes. The knight is in a bad square. This is the only move, I think. So let's say rook c8, rook e8, rook takes e8, knight takes e8. Then maybe I play g4, takes, that stabilizes the knight. And then we can push this pawn, or we'll probably push it right away. I mean, by process of elimination, he should find rook e8. Or is there something else I have there that I'm not seeing? He does have, I guess, this move. No, I mean, his rook is under attack, so it has to be a rook move. Otherwise, you just take the rook. If I could trade all the pieces and pawns, then that would be really nice. It's taking such a long time, he might blunder. He did blunder. This was the move. Okay, now if I take, I lose the rook. With check, I attack the rook. Yeah, I think I take. Rook takes with check, I take. Rook is under attack. And then how does he prevent me from promoting? Okay, nice. Okay, I'm not doing game review because I don't think chess.com will let me. So just go back to this moment. Rook e8 seems like the obvious move. It is the best move. Rook c7 is the second best move. Oh, he does have rook c7. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, it's just more trades. Strange they didn't find two of these moves. I guess I didn't find this move either. He takes d7. Second best move. I guess I didn't have to get fancy, but this works. Okay. Curious to see how grandmasters play this position. I'll put that into Lee chess in a bit. Yeah, let's see if I can do a game review. If I can't, then yeah, it won't let me. Okay, then I'll just go to Lee chess and see if see what Lee chess thinks about this game. computer analysis, request computer analysis. Up over against above 1600, which is nice. In this slow account where I only play 30-minute games, I think I should be able to get to, this is nice, 94% accuracy, I like it. I think I should be able to get to 1700 rapid in my 30-minute game account. That's the goal. Never been there before, but been to 2000 classical on Lee chess, so I think if I play enough games, I'll get there. Okay, so grandmasters, I mean, they never play this position. I guess it's been played 6 times. Knight takes e5 is the move, which is in my book. And d takes e4 and knight takes e5. So I guess this is the move that I'm a little bit concerned about. This looks good. d7. Takes c6. Bishop takes c6. Oh, okay. So this is good because it just messes up their structure. Oh, castling is the best move here, just because these pieces are undeveloped. You're still threatening to attack this bishop. Taking this bishop is also not bad. But yeah, castle is the best in this position. Interesting. The bishop d6. Okay, now you take. Ruin their pawn structure. Okay. I lost a game against a lower rated player in this line. Okay, and if I take here, and they take. Okay, this is obvious. Right. 97 was played in the Masters database. And that is the best move. Yeah, what my opponent played is blunder. I take the queen. I'm up 2 pawns. I throw in a check, which is accurate. Trading bishops, not bad. Knight c3 is fine. f4, bishop f4. I like f4 much better. That's interesting. Bishop f4. Bad move, allows my pawn to advance. Good move. Pawn castle, great, good move. Knight g5, top move. Knight f7. Okay, so here I was thinking he does this. Yeah, and then I just wouldn't hurry and. Oh yeah, h3 is one of the top moves in this position. Yeah, I was thinking about that because the only route that the knight has is right here. Otherwise, it just has to go back, and all of this is blockaded. So I was thinking h3, Karpov style. Okay, tempo move. My knight moves away. Bring my other rook in. Could play d6 here. That's interesting. So d6 is fine. Bishop takes. Move here. And pick up another pawn. f3 doesn't do anything. Rook d3 is good. Give him a check. Come back. King comes back. Give another check. Don't want to draw. Rook moves over. This was inaccurate by him. Our rook invades. Oh, interesting. Yeah, rook f would be a nice move. Maybe. Hard to say. Here's a massive blunder by him. Okay, then the rest was easy. Okay, I'll take it.